From top-notch joker to talent show judge. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 David Walliams moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're rolling through the rich and hilarious career of the British comic, author and TV star David Walliams, including memorable characters on Little Britain, unpredictable performances on Britain's Got Talent, and incredible feats of endurance for charity. This man's an all-round entertainer. Number 10, singing with the Showbears, Britain's Got Talent. Since joining BGT in 2012, Walliams' unique brand of bonkers humour has been one of the reality TV show's biggest draws. Even Simon Cowell seems begrudgingly impressed with him, most of the time.
Simon, it could be the new One Direction.
But this moment from David's debut series still stands out, as he joins the Showbears on stage for a wonderfully camp rerun of the group's audition track. Ever the showman, Walliams rattles through the number as though he was born to perform it, prompting all of his fellow judges to stand and applaud.
We're sailor men, hallelujah, we're sailor men.
Number 9, channeling his inner Adele, Lip Sync Battle UK. This show has struggled to hit the same heights in the UK as it has done in the States, but if there's ever an idea that seems custom made for David Walliams, then Lip Sync Battle is it. David dons an extravagant outfit for his unique take on an Adele classic, turning a simple phone call into an epic production, complete with rose petals and a wind machine. The raw emotion is etched across his face throughout, as he builds toward a majestic crescendo. The audience is loving every second of it. Number 8, Something Stupid with Robbie Williams, the Royal Variety performance. Back in 2016, David had already risen up the ranks as one of the UK's most popular celebs, and so was given the honour of hosting the Royal Variety. As was to be reasonably expected, it was a night crammed with classic jokes and casual innuendo, but it's best remembered for when Walliams met Williams, Robbie that is. The comedian and the crooner took to the stage with Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall watching on for a unique rendition of Something Stupid.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like hula 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 boo.
Of course, Robbie famously covered the iconic love song with Hollywood actress Nicole Kidman in 2001, but this was definitely a fresh take on the fan favourite.
I love you.
Number 7, David, Simon and Jonathan Ross, The Jonathan Ross Show. Heading back once again to when David first joined Britain's Got Talent, only this time he and Simon are on the promo trail.
Stay. It's alright.
The unlikely pair rocked up on The Jonathan Ross Show in 2012 to give one of its more unpredictable interviews. The stories centered on Simon certainly had the audience hooked, but Walliams makes the whole thing that much more hilarious.
The main question I get is Simon gay?
It's not the main question.
It is the main question.
With trademark exuberance, he shows everyone why he was selected as a judge in the first place, because he's relentlessly funny.
Also, some other things about Simon that you might...
Number 6, playing Gibbis, Doctor Who. David Walliams and Doctor Who go way back, and long-standing fans will remember when he starred in the Web of Caves sketch on Doctor Who Night, alongside Mark Gatiss in 1999.
Doctor! Ah, that's it. You fear me now, Doctor.
But his TARDIS time took another turn in 2011, when Walliams starred as Gibbis in The God Complex.
I take it from the pathological compulsion to surrender you're from Tivoli.
Yes, the most invaded planet in the galaxy. Our anthem is called Glory to insert name here.
Playing opposite Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor, Walliams' character wasn't exactly brave, noble, or particularly likeable, but the cowardly creature was definitely memorable. And according to behind-the-scenes reports, David was one of the funniest guest stars ever to grace the set.
What does it matter? Sooner or later, someone will come along and rescue us. Or enslave us.
Number 5, children's book success, Gangster Granny. There's much more to this guy than just the endless stream of silliness, you know.
That's a no, thanks.
You don't know what you're missing.
Ever since the late 2000s, Walliams has been steadily establishing himself as one of the UK's most successful children's book writers, Having already sold over 25 million copies of his stories, which have been translated into more than 50 languages, it's tricky to pinpoint exactly when his literary career took off. But Gangster Granny is arguably his best known work. It was published in 2011 and adapted into a BBC film shown on Boxing Day in 2013.
I'm gonna jack your ice for shizzer.
Number 4, middle class Jeremy Kyle, Red Nose Day. David's a regular when it comes to the comedy fundraisers, but some sketches stand out against the rest.
Poor little baldy you.
In this hilarious spoof for comic relief in 2017, Walliams doubles up as Jeremy Kyle to expertly parody the daytime talk show host. But the gag goes even further when the real Jeremy Kyle appears as a disgruntled guest to face off with Dom Littlewood from the BBC.
Do you want Steve here to pull down your trousers and pants and spank you on your bare bottom?
He'd like that. Shut up.
What follows is a series of spot-on impersonations from David, a string of sheepish shuffles in his seat from Dom, and a stonker of a shouting match with Kyle himself. Lovely.
No, you shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
You shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
You shut up! You shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Number 3, assistant to the PM, Little Britain. In truth, it's tough to pick just one of David's characters from the award-winning mid-2000s sketch show Little Britain.
Here and here, okay?
Yeah. Why?
So you can do toilet when I'm not here?
Yeah, I know.
But above even Lou from Lou and Andy, or Carol Computer Says No Beer, there's the ever-excitable Sebastian.
I like to dunk mine and suck off the chocolate.
As aide to the Prime Minister, Sebastian sees behind the scenes of British politics, but his gaze is firmly set on just one man, the PM himself.
Quick, Prime Minister, get down!
What's going on? I thought there was a sniper, Prime Minister. Where? By the window, but there isn't.
In a storyline that ran throughout the series, the character tries, fails, and tries again to win his boss's affections, with his flirtatious efforts spanning from the seemingly subtle to the quite obviously outrageous. Number 2, David's ex's, Red Nose Day. For our second helping of comic relief, David's joined by all sorts of famous faces. But the storyline to this sketch isn't exactly something to celebrate. First off, Walliams pays a visit to everyone's favourite TV doctor, Christian Jessen, who swiftly insists that David gets in touch with everyone he's recently been intimate with.
But I'm going to need you to contact everyone that you've been intimate with over the last year.
Everyone?
Cue a cavalcade of cameos as the comic heads all around the country and the world, tracking down a string of stars from Gwyneth Paltrow to Richard and Judy.
Is this about that special book club session? I'm afraid so.
I knew 50 Shades of Grey would get Richard going.
His list of past partners is a who's who of celebrity, with each reveal more unexpected than the last.
Do your nuts itch like buggery?
Number 1, David Swims the Thames, Sport Relief. We've already seen David's comedic contributions to comic relief, but his crowning moment arguably came for Sport Relief.
Good luck, mate. Enjoy. See you in a bit.
Despite insisting that prior to his first challenge he'd never seriously been involved with sport before, in 2006 he managed to swim the English Channel, navigating the 22-mile stretch of sea in 10 hours and 34 minutes, and raising more than £1 million. 2 years later, he swam the Strait of Gibraltar. But in 2011, Walliams reached all new heights when he raised another £2 million by swimming the length of the River Thames. That's 140 miles in 8 days. What a hero.
Well, look, it's insane. There's thousands of people. You just get goosebumps all over.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.